Hey, hi everybody. It's Patty Stash. I don't know if anybody's been paying attention to what Bitcoin's been doing, but what a surprise. It's up $2,000 today. Why is that? Let me think. What have I been talking about for the last 2 months? Maybe longer, actually, 3-4 months. It's been that single trend line that we've been rejected from 6 or 7 times since the end of February, beginning of March. When you have a trend line like that continues to reject you, there's some significance there. So this is where you hear me say, the longer an asset consolidates under resistance, the larger the breakout. We've been consolidating since February. It's now October. That's 8 months of consolidation. The price of Bitcoin went from 15,000 to about 70-something thousand and has since been perfectly channeling down in a bull flag. And today, we're breaking over it. Actually, yesterday, we broke over it. That's why I was screaming like an idiot. I'm going to actually reply back to yesterday's message so that people can watch that in case they missed it. And then they can watch the ones prior of the predictions that I made about what was going to play out with this market. So now I'm telling you, this is what's going to happen. If Bitcoin remains over 66,000, which it's looking like it's going to do because the volume has remained consistent, the media is going to start to pick up. Bitcoin broke a resistance. The price is up, blah, 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 blah. Everybody in the world hears it. 99% of people in the world are not in the crypto market yet, but I assure you, many of them will be once they hear about the money being made, but you want to be in before the money gets made so that you can make the most amount of money by getting into a position like I've been saying for 2 fucking straight years. Find a good solid project that you believe in. Hold it until the end of the market cycle, because when Bitcoin dies, everything dies. Then we rinse and repeat. So now 66K was broken. It's up $2,000 to 68K. There's a wedge forming right now that looks like we're going to go even higher, so we could easily hit 70,000. So the most important thing was breaking over that $66,000 barrier, which is what we did. We broke the trend line. Now the problem, well, the situation is, do we remain over it? Or was it a head fake? We fall back in and then we drop lower again. I doubt that's going to happen. I feel like the overall sentiment has been shifting back bullish. So as people's emotions start to get involved, which is, there's nothing more important in crypto than emotions, because fundamentals don't have the same impact on assets in crypto as they do in the stock market. And what I mean by that is, in the stock market, you buy companies basically because of how well they perform, their function. They have high, they're making revenues, they have low liabilities, they're, quarter over quarter making more money, they're growing, they're doing everything a company does that people invest in. Whereas crypto, you're investing in more of an idea. So if you have a project that is fundamentally strong, that has a good idea, it's probably just going to keep growing. The problem is, many of these tokens have these wallet allocations from like hidden team members and all this shit. And while everything seems to be great, the price just doesn't seem to be moving, and nobody can quite understand why. But if they actually started looking into the math and the numbers, they'd see the tokenomics may not be as good as they thought it was, or there might be one guy that's got a cluster of all these different wallets that nobody knows, and that one guy just keeps selling and selling and selling till it gets to a point where everybody in that entire community becomes so demoralized because the price is no longer moving higher for whatever reason, that they begin to sell, and then that token becomes shit. That's not what you want. You want to find tokens with good fundamentals. So now that Bitcoin is starting to break out, the chatter around the media is going to start to happen. Everybody in the world is going to start talking about crypto. Crypto, crypto, crypto. People are going to start making money, and then in 6 months from now, people that have already made money start telling other people about how much money they made. Then all those suckers, the dumb money, that are greedy, that didn't want to be patient and get in earlier on, start to buy in last minute. But unfortunately, like every other market cycle prior, there's a point where Bitcoin peaks, the market dies, the rug gets pulled, and everything goes back down. Don't be one of the suckers that gets in at the end and buys the top. As long as you're getting in now with Bitcoin breaking where it is, you'll be golden, because Bitcoin is going to go a lot higher from here. It's going to break 100,000. Many people are predicting like 120, 130. That to me just doesn't seem reasonable, seeing that we hit about 70,000 last market cycle 5 years ago. So from 70 to 140, that's just a double. In 2017 alone, Bitcoin went from 1,000 to 20,000, which is a 20x or a 2,000% increase. And that was in 12 calendar months. So now people are talking about an 80% increase from one market cycle top to the next. No. I want 300,000, and I want 300,000 because the big dogs like BlackRock and all these other large institutions started buying in at 50, 60,000. They could have been buying in earlier, whatever, but these guys are not going to be selling for a freaking 50% gain. They're the ones that manipulate the world, they manipulate markets, they manipulate people, and they don't lose. Let's make some money. This is the time.